I cried like a little freaking baby.
You did not cry.
I cried.
You didn't cry.
I couldn't stop crying.
Oh my God, I've never seen you cry.
I know. No one's ever seen me cry. And I cannot.
Are you crying right now?
No.
Oh my God, I'm Wiza.
I'm Nada.
This is the Two Keys in a Podcast.
Is that lame? I feel like that was lame as fuck. That should be me.
Holding your hand, that should be me, making you laugh. I love Justin Bieber.
Welcome back to the Two Keys in a Podcast.
Oh, are we starting? That was amazing.
We are starting. Wiza's currently battling
No, it's okay. It's
meta
fine.
support.
That's okay. I've just been battling life for the past year.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Specifically April. April was absolute hell. And welcome back is absolutely right.
Yes.
Because bitch, we were
minute.
on a little bit of a hiatus. Not that we have any fucking, we're like a brand new podcast starting up and we're like,
acting
sorry.
like we're acting like we're big.
Yeah.
Delusion makes it. So
No, but if you listen to our last podcast that was published, episode 6 to be exact, April was hell,
it was bad.
to say the absolute least. So please forgive us for our tardiness in terms of uploading this podcast. But we're back.
Yes, we are.
I no longer feel like I'm in the complete and utter trenches.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, my Instagram got hacked.
And she's still battling them.
Literally.
Like
Still to
as
this
we
day.
speak right now.
Yeah, actually, I like finally figured out a way to like recover it somehow. So anyway, I'm in the middle of that, but it's okay.
Fingers crossed.
Timing as always is fucking shit. How was your month?
Mine was brutal too. I was just really freaking busy. So I was trying to like balance everything, and then editing the podcast too took me forever. I feel like I couldn't even get 5 minutes. So it's good. Like I've kind of caught up now and like I feel a little better. So we're, May is going to be our month.
May
Like,
it better be.
yeah. May's going to be our
Because
month.
it better have some prosperity in it, because April was just like truly unacceptable. But yeah, no, I feel like you're like easing up with your busyness. Like I would say, okay, so
Yeah.
Nada started her mortgage broker job
Yeah.
in like March.
I guess like, end of March.
And then
Maybe,
April really like picked her up just because she finally like joined a group, which is what you need to get all
do
your
mortgages. Yeah.
Yeah,
Get your stuff, your systems.
you know what I'm
whatever.
saying? So she was just like busy right out the gate and just had to like learn everything kind of as she goes.
Yeah, and that was the hardest part, is just like learning the systems and like understanding everything. Like meanwhile your phone's blowing up. Like I was just trying to balance everything, and it was really hard.
And it really doesn't stop blowing up. Like you would think like 9 to 5 and then people kind of like leave you alone, but like no, they don't.
The thing I will say, 9 to 5 is like a different grind, because that's like the time like you're going to get responses from the lenders on emails and stuff like that. So 9 to 5 is like just a different grind. You're like sending emails, you're calling underwriters, you're calling BDMs, like you're doing all of that stuff because that's the time when they pick up. And then after hours is kind of client time, but it's also mixed in throughout the day.
Yeah, for sure.
Thing I will say though is a lot of people don't know that I actually work on weekends. So
Yeah,
for the most part,
we
my
both do.
weekends aren't that bad.
The grind doesn't stop.
Yeah.
And I'm not complaining. 9 to 5 is. I'm just saying, like, I feel like the average person would be like, oh, maybe she's not working because it's like after hours or whatever, but like you do.
Yeah.
And so
And
that is the time for you to like respond to clients just generally or whatever.
And I do have like certain clients that need more than others, like the ones who are in a tight budget are really pushing it. And so with them, usually I make myself like especially more available, because I know they do need the extra help. So just depends. But yeah, we're balancing, we're getting there.
Nada's month was just like
It was like
busy,
go.
overwhelming.
Yeah.
My month was like, oh, my life is crashing, overwhelming.
Yeah,
So different struggles, but nonetheless, I'm happy. We're in a new month. We're in a new phase. I don't know how to explain this. Just because I'm literally still currently in the process of getting my Instagram back. I finally got hold of a meta support person who just told me that it's going to take like 3 to 7 business days. But in the meantime, like I have shit to do. So I made a new Instagram account. I haven't really like announced it yet or anything like that. I just kind of like made it.
Yeah.
And slowly like following my people or whatever. Just not really taking it seriously right now, just because I have I still have like a little bit of faith that my old, so I don't want to like pour my heart into like making a new Instagram and building a new business profile and all of this. So we'll see how that pans out. But in the meantime, I have a new Instagram. It's Wiza Jane _. Why do I hate underscores? Wait, I don't know what it is, but I hate underscores. And I wanted so bad. I assumed, you know, Wiza Jane has been my profile for like fucking years.
Yeah.
And obviously when I made this new account, I couldn't make it Wiza Jane because like, I don't know, that profile must still be in the ether somewhere. And they're like just not, they're shadow banning it from fucking everywhere. So I tried Wiza.Jane. They're like, no, can't do that. I was like, excuse me. Like,
I love the dot.
I know, I love the dot. It's like cute.
It's cute. It's dainty.
It's dainty, you know what I'm saying? Like the underscore is just very like whatever. I don't know. There's something about it. Anyways, so I was upset about that, and then I didn't really like the way Wiza _Jane looked, and then so anyway, I settled on Wiza Jane _, which is like whatever. Like follow it if you want. I don't know.
Do you want to hear the funniest thing ever though?
What?
I have a friend, and God bless her. I was telling Wiza about this earlier, but she's the smartest, stupidest person that I've probably ever met.
Samia, shout out Samia.
And mind you, she knew that Wiza was hacked.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a whole ordeal. I was telling everyone. I was just like, hello, my account's hacked. Can you please report? So she knew.
And I've been through this with Samia a couple times. Okay. The first time she calls me, she's like, why did Wiza get an orange Lambo? Because the hacker basically posted a photo of a Lambo and was like, oh, thanks so much to Coach Olivia for getting me, like, helping me afford this Lambo or whatever, right?
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
And then my friend genuinely thought Wiza got a Lambo, and she was just calling to ask why it was in the color orange. And I was like, no, honey, she's hacked. You knew she was hacked.
You knew she was hacked. And then the hacker proceeded to go ahead and message all of my friends being like, hi, I'm part of this modeling thing. Can you please click on this link and vote for me? And that's pretty much how they hack like other people, I'm pretty sure. So anyways, Samia Nada told me that Samia literally clicked on the link and said, I voted for you, knowing I was hacked. Like, no, girly pop.
And she like FaceTimes me and she's like, I clicked this link to vote for Wiza and like her modeling or whatever. And she was like, is this the hacker? And then I was like, did you fill out your information? And she was like, yeah, I filled out everything. And then I was like, Samia, you know she's hacked. I was like, you know she's hacked. So she basically changed all of her settings on Instagram, fixed her login and everything. And then when I confronted her about it, she was just like, I just wanted to support Wiza in her modeling career. Like, I thought she would be a great model.
First of all, I'm so flattered that everybody thought I got a Lambo.
Yeah.
I'm also so flattered that everybody thought I was a model for a week.
Yeah.
But none of those things are true. I'm here to confirm this is the real Wiza Jane. You can see me. I'm live in action. Like, what do I need to do? Show my ID? Like, I'm not sure. I don't know. I feel so compromised as a human. Like, everywhere I go, like, I've had a few people being like, where's your Lambo? And I'm just like, shut the fuck up. But also, like, are you being for real? Like, do you actually believe that? Anyways, I would never get that color.
No, I know. But that's, she knew you wouldn't get that color, which is why she was like, why did she get orange?
Yeah, no, for sure.
I was like, girl, she didn't get a Lambo.
But yeah. Okay. What else has been happening?
Honestly, can we talk about I know we always talk about the market and how weird it is, but like I have been hearing, because Brian's on the phone all the time talking to other realtors, yada, yada, yada. I know we usually do a segment later, but everyone's been saying that the market has like almost come to a halt.
Yeah.
Like a screeching halt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The month of April was pretty much, okay, so this month, April versus last year's April. So year over year, sales in half.
That's crazy.
In half.
Yeah.
50% less sales. We definitely knew it was because of like the tariffs and the economy. Everyone's like, the election's coming up. Everyone's like, what's going to happen? So everyone's kind of like holding off, which was explainable. Since then, the election has happened. We fully know who our government is and what their housing plans are and stuff like that. And I just think it's going to take a few weeks, even still after the election is over, for people to feel confident again. And I think it's going to take, like, the headlines need to switch over because there's still so many, Canada, like, housing plans, and everyone's still just kind of getting caught up with like what the fuck's happening. So it is due to uncertainty.
Yeah.
And eventually uncertainty goes away. So
it's just
when
like,
that happens,
yeah, it's just like in the States, like Trump was preaching about tariffs forever. And then when you look at like Google search results or whatever, tariffs were mostly searched after the election. So people almost start looking into stuff afterwards.
No, for sure.
And that's so interesting. So, I mean, at least we like have some direction. A lot of people were just waiting for the election, waiting for everything.
I think about COVID and how, do you remember when the world stopped for 2 weeks?
Yeah.
And there was so much uncertainty again for like months after. And then the housing market completely exploded after that. Even 2008, like the housing crisis, like I wasn't like a realtor yet, but I know. And I looked at the stats and everything like that. Like the market really only recovered for a few months and then it was back again.
Yeah.
So this shit happens all the time. It's historic. Like it happens. Sometimes there's halts in the market, but it doesn't last forever.
Yeah.
These halts are when you kind of want to get moving because there's less competition happening.
Yeah, it's almost weird though, because like last year, I feel like majority of our team was working with buyers. And now we have like a ton of sellers and a ton of like listings. Yeah.
Yeah, we have like 40 listings up as a team.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are sitting. So that's what I mean. Like it's a good market for buyers, terrible for sellers until the shit picks up.
You know what the weird part is though? Is that like even Ryan right now, like he has quite a few listings up and like they get showings.
Yeah, no, I know.
They have a ton of showings.
Same with my listings.
But it's like no one's like ready to write an offer. And if you call the realtor and you ask them about it, they're like, oh, they don't really know what's, like everyone has their like feelers out.
Yeah. Or, oh, my client just like has 40 other ones that they need to see because they have the privilege of doing so. Or like my client just started their search, so they're not really ready to like put offers out yet. They're just like casual. Everyone's just kind of casually looking. You know what I mean?
It's just weird. Before we used to get like a ton of showings and a ton of offers.
Yeah.
Now it's like we have a ton of showings, but like not a ton of offers.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So
it's whack.
It's weird. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to, I don't know, just pick up a little bit again.
No, totally.
Get back.
That's the only thing. It will, but we just don't know when.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever. Hang tight.
Yeah, we're not used to it, so it's an odd feeling.
Truly, like ever since I've been in real estate, it's been this like go type of market, and now like I feel kind of bad for like new agents that are like joining in this time because they're probably like, what the hell is this?
You know what the thing is though? Like if you watch how many agents are in Calgary right now, the numbers are dropping.
Are they? I don't watch that.
They're dropping.
What are we at?
I don't watch it, but Kiara watches it. A girl on our team watches it. So she was talking to Ryan on the phone yesterday and she was speaking about it, which we expected this to happen because that's what happened. Everyone decided to get their real estate license and become a realtor when everything was hot. And now that things are like almost halting or slowing down, people don't have any
like
business.
Flies.
They're dropping like flies. So the realtors, even the new ones that do manage to stick through this market and make it out, they're the ones who, when the market picks up again, they're going to be so successful.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Because if you make it in the gutter, you're going to make it when times are good.
100%.
Right? So I think that's important for our team to keep in mind right now too. Like you're right, especially with new agents.
Yeah. I would imagine a lot of new agents feel very discouraged. You just need support. Like if you're not getting the training that you need, or if you feel like you don't really know what's going on, what your next move is and stuff like that, like just reach out. Just reach out for support. That's all you can do.
I think new agents need to keep in mind as well that like real estate, it's a commodity that people are always going to need to either buy or sell. So like even if there's not that many out there and you're competing for your business, just you have to keep grinding and you have to keep going. And like it's the ones who outwork the others that are going to be the ones that make it. Yeah,
no, like people I get so many like people being like, "Oh, I heard the market's like tough right now. Like are you okay? Are you going through a hard time?" I'm like, what do you like? I mean, the market as a whole is slow in terms of like numbers and statistics, but like people are always buying and selling.
Exactly.
Like,
you just have to be willing to chase it. Yeah, exactly.
No, for sure. So, or you have to have a business where it comes to you, and that just comes with time and stuff like that. But yeah, it's not like it's halted actually. There's not zero sales.
Yeah, there's always going to be sales.
Yeah, there was like hundreds of sales last week. So.
Yeah, it's easy to get discouraged, but if you're putting the work in, you will make it. And like that's just period.
Period.
Boom boom. I watched a movie the other night.
What movie?
It was called The Wild Robot.
Well, on what? I've never heard of it.
I don't know. I think it was on Amazon Prime, but it's like a 3-time either Grammy or Oscar. What's the difference?
Oh my God.
One for singing and
Grammys
one
would
for
be music.
Okay, 3-time Oscar nominee movie. Thank you for your correction. I don't watch any of those things.
I'm always here for you.
I cried like a little freaking baby.
You did not cry.
I cried.
You didn't cry.
I couldn't stop crying.
Oh my God, I've never seen you cry.
I know. No one's ever seen me cry. And I cannot.
Are you crying right now?
I know.
Oh my God, I was one thing about Wiza Jane, I like don't know what to do when people cry in front of me. Like
don't
I'm
either.
so like, oh my God, please stop.
That's why we're so great though, is because we don't do that.
I would never do that to you.
But anyways, I like always suppress my emotions, which is why the only type of movie I watch, the only genre of movie I watch will be something like funny, unserious, like a rom-com or whatever. You throw a sad movie in front of me, like that's just on my mind for the rest of my life now.
Really?
And I don't even know why it was so sad. I think because the premise was there's like this robot that ends up in the wild or whatever with all these animals, and none of the animals like it at first, and then it accidentally like crushes a bunch of duck eggs, and then there's one egg that's still fine. So the robot takes the egg and decides to like raise the egg, and everyone's telling the robot that like you're gooseling. That's being a goose. I don't know what you call a little goose. Gooseling? I don't know.
I don't know either.
They're just telling the robot that it's a runt and then it's not going to make it, and that all the odds are against it. My dog is a runt. He's a little...
Wait, what's a runt?
It's like I don't know how to describe it, but there's always kind of like, I don't know if there's always actually, but it's like an animal that comes out from the mother, and it's like way smaller. It's like deficient in nutrients. A lot of the time, like mothers will kind of push their runt away or like not let the runt feed off of it because they just, I don't know, it's like a thing.
Okay.
But Arlo was a runt, and we didn't know when we got him. We knew he was really small, but yeah, we just didn't know that he was a runt. And until we took him to the vet one day, and the vet like tested him, and they were like, oh, he's deficient in all of these things. That's usually what we see in a runt. And then he had an umbilical hernia too, which we got sewn up. So he had a lot of issues. So the whole time I was just thinking about my little baby and when he was a puppy, and I was like, this is so
Arlie.
Yeah. I looked over at Ryan too. He was like, his eyes were watering. I was like, you're about to cry. You're holding it in.
I can't imagine Ryan crying either.
Yeah, so don't watch it. It was really, really good, but
Okay.
don't watch it.
I won't.
Yeah.
What else?
Oh, and I fake tanned yesterday.
Oh my God.
And I swear there's something about, well, I was real tanning. The thing about Nada, I say stuff like this now because of you. The thing about Nada, when the sun's out, Nada's out. Okay. Last week, I checked the weather. I saw it was going to be 25 degrees on Saturday. I worked so hard the entire week so that I would have nothing to do on Saturday.
Hell yeah.
So I could bask in the sun like a stray fucking cat.
And did you ever?
I did.
I heard you got a sunburn in the middle of your forehead.
I did. I got a little bit of a sunburn on my forehead. You can't tell because I'm wearing makeup, but it was kind of funny. So it looks like a little red headband. I'm like, I'll own it. But then I decided to fake tan after a little bit, which I'm still white. Which that really says something when you put fake tan on and you're still basically the same fucking color.
How often do white people tan?
Well, depends. There's no fucking sun to tan in most of the time, but I will tan pretty much all the fucking time. I'll at least try to get out there for an hour every day.
And if you don't have sun, you do like self-tanner or?
I do self-tan. I don't like tanning beds and stuff like that. First of all, scare the living hell out of me. And then second of all, like I don't want skin cancer like that. Just a little bit at a time is good. Mm-hmm. So I do like fake tan if I really need like a glow. But yeah, I'm pretty good at applying it too. Like there's no lines or anything because I mix it with moisturizer. Mm. But I don't know, the thing about fake tan is like because it's hot in here, once you start sweating, like I washed it off and everything, but sometimes you like small like fake tan a little bit still. Oh. And it kind of smells like crackers to me. So I'm like, you're wondering why you smell saltines.
Like? Not saltines, crackers. Should we do a live demo of me trying to get my Instagram back? No, I'm kidding. Fucking hell. I've had nothing else going on, honestly.
It's going to be a month-long demo because that's how long it's been going on so far.
I know. It's so crazy how hard it is. Like even just when we were sitting there.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how difficult can you, like, what is with the runaround?
I don't know.
I just cannot.
Imagine if you were, like, an influencer or something, though, and, like, your whole fucking brand depended on this. Like, what, you just go broke now?
What I've learned is that, yes, we're back talking about my Instagram. Sorry. Like, I'm just so miffed about it. What I've learned is that if you have a verified Instagram account, they make you put 2 factor authenticator on it, and so that will save you from what happened to me essentially. If you're just a regular person, just put two-factor authenticator, like get the Google Authenticator app, and it will save you from being hacked essentially, because it gives you like backup codes and stuff like that, which I didn't have, which like I don't know, like I know that like it appears like I'm like, you know, a pretty active Instagram user because like I like had all these followers, and I like I like post a lot about like my business and stuff. But I don't fucking know. Like, I didn't know to get Google Authenticator. I'm so sorry. Like, I've never, like, it's not like I am an influencer. Like,
well, I got Google Authenticator on my, like, my Instagram was always like, after you, because I was like, oh no, I'm scared.
Yeah, nobody knows to do that. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I'm not sure. But
I'm just lazy. I think a lot of people, like, even if you do know, a lot of people just won't do it because they're like, that's an extra step that I have to take. You know?
Like, and my my password was really solid. Like I just felt fine. Like, right. But I will say, like, I know I'm complaining a lot about it, but like the only thing that I actually am like distraught about is the business aspect of it. Like everybody who knows me knows, like the only thing I care about is my business. Like I don't care about anything else, truly.
Damn.
But if it wasn't for that, like I really truly wouldn't care. In fact, not having Instagram for the past month has actually been like kind of
I think
nice.
about this all the time.
I don't miss Instagram. I just miss my platform, if you will. Like whenever there's a market update, I would just like, you know, talk to my audience on Instagram, and I would get so many messages of people being like, "Oh my God, you explained that like so like frankly, like made me understand, blah 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 blah." I know I've gotten some people into even being interested about like real estate and stuff like that, so like I don't know, that just kind of sucks. But beyond that, no, Instagram sucks. Like I actually hate Instagram. I was fine without it, you know, as an app.
Yeah, I turned my phone off for an hour yesterday, and I've never felt freer in my life.
Oh yeah,
I was like, what if I just take off right now with no technology? I was like, this would be great.
If I wasn't a realtor, I would not have Instagram.
Well, there's something just about like in our industries, like you're basically glued to your phone, you're glued to your laptop. Like, especially for me now, like I'm on my, like if I get a call and someone wants numbers run, like I need my laptop. Like so I basically have it on me 24/7, and it's like that thought that you're like, someone might call me, someone might text me, like I have to pick up, they might want numbers run, like I need this, I need to check my email constantly, like all of this stuff. It's a lot. Like it's cute and it's fun, like having Instagram, having all these apps, like being on your phone when there's no like time pressure there, like your business isn't relying on it, but when it is, it's something. And I compartmentalize. Yeah, like I have group chats with my friends, with like family or whatever. I don't even look at those messages half the time, because by the time I'm done responding to my clients, texting my clients, calling my clients, I almost don't have the capacity to go on my phone and read those other messages. Yeah. I'm like, I'm over it.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
No, I have something to say. I would equate a realtor losing their Instagram to an athlete tearing their ACL.
Yeah.
Like I'm out. You know, like it's such a big platform for your business, and for it to just be fucking scrapped off the face of the planet like that is like, oh
yeah,
I feel injured.
Yeah, like a part of you is missing.
Yeah, I might get it back though. Pray for me.
Yeah, I think you will.
Yeah,
I do. Like we're already making progress.
Progress feels like it's being made.
Yeah,
so
that's all we need. A little last shred of hope.
You guys will know when I get my Instagram back, like, because I will just...
Wiza will just be Wiza again.
You guys will know when I get my Instagram back, because I will just post a video and it'll be me. It won't be in an orange Lamborghini.
No.
by any means, but it'll be me.
Oh my God, we should go to the dealership. Take a photo of you in the Lambo.
Just Photoshop it? Yeah. Oh, actually in the Lambo? That'd be so funny.
We should. Back. I would die.
Oh my God. I fucking hate crypto. I'm a crypto hater now.
Really? There's so many scams in crypto.
They're all scams.
Like, for those of you who don't know, I used to be really, really involved in crypto, me and Ryan. And I actually used to teach a course on crypto. So I'd help people set up their wallets, set up their keys, everything like that. And I used to teach a lot of like safety around it, because there's so many scams in crypto. Because it's easy to prey on what people don't understand.
No, totally. That's just it.
Yeah. And crypto's actually, it's a lot more complicated than like even like buying a stock, trading a stock. It's a lot more. So I don't like, they just prey on what people don't know. And like people get FOMO in stuff like crypto because you'll see this kid that buys like a random shit coin and then he like 1,000 X's it, yeah. So
I actually had a friend of mine reach out to me, just called my phone normally. Hey, I'm like, hey. He's like, I was just talking to you on Instagram. I was like, oh, no, you weren't. Like, I'm so sorry. I got hacked and blah, blah, blah. He was like, what? I was about to send this girl $1,000. I was like,
that's crazy.
Like, and this is like a smart friend of mine.
Yeah.
And so this is how like this is how they get you. Like, this is literally how they get you. And I was like, do not send them money. Like, I would never ask for someone's money. Like,
honestly, like kind of genius on their end though, like targeting someone who like uses Instagram for their business. Because I guess I can see how it would be like more believable.
Realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got so many messages of people being like, is this actually you?
Yeah.
Instead of being like, hey, this obviously isn't you.
Yeah.
It was like people confirming whether or not it was me because it was like it had to do with business, money, success, crypto, like whatever. And I give a lot of like advice in terms of real estate on my Instagram. So I'm sure people just like thought I was like switching over.
Oh yeah.
And Jesus I was Christ. Not.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Wiza and I are going to the brewery after this episode and we're going to drink our problems away.
Because you know what? Like, YOLO.
How, like, I don't think I've ever seen you drunk. Like, what type of drunk are you?
I don't get drunk anymore. That was like back in my like bar days and stuff like I would say my bar star days stopped when I was like maybe 26.
Mine stopped at like 20.
Yeah, well, you're different. So.
I became a grandma.
And also
quick.
That was 3 years ago. So. Yeah, I haven't gotten drunk in a minute.
And we're not going to get drunk because we're just going to be like tasting
we
beers.
Say this.
I know. We act like we're animals.
Oh, is that what it is? It's like beer tasting?
I think so. Like,
I'm not down for that.
That's the best thing you do. Why?
I don't like beer.
I don't like beer either.
Okay, well, what fun is that?
I don't know. There's some light ones that aren't that bad.
I hate beer. Like, is there a way I can get a cocktail or is that not a thing?
I don't know. Maybe. I guess we'll figure out once we get there.
Yeah.
But what type of drunk are you? Are you like a happy drunk? Are you like...
I'm just so funny.
You're just funny?
I'm just hilarious.
Like in what way? Do you just like crack jokes or
yeah,
like do
I'm just
goofy
like funnier.
stuff? Really?
I'm just goofier.
Yeah.
I'm like more free spirited. Yeah. I'm definitely not like an angry drunk or like a sexual drunk. Like no, I'm nothing like toxic. Unhinged, I'm just so funny.
That's hilarious.
What about you?
I'm like I don't know. I get so brave when I'm intoxicated. I don't know what it is.
Wait, should we get Nada drunk? Should I vlog it?
So
vlog
brave.
It? Like in what way?
Like with authority? I don't know. I'm just the most. Like,
what about that story once where didn't you like strong arm your way into the strippers?
Oh my God. No, I remember I got drunk once. This was with Brian and like a bunch of people on the team. And they were like, you've never been to a strip club? And I was like, no, never. They were like, let's go. We go into the strip club. I'm going to tease this story. I'm not even telling the whole story. But basically, within 1 minute of being in there, I'm getting kicked out. And the security guard is trying to get me to leave the premises.
Like, why again?
It was okay.
You were belligerent.
Okay, you know what? Yeah. No, I wasn't even that drunk though. So I was with this girl and basically she was like, come with me to the bathroom. I have to pee. So she's like holding my hand. She's like walking me in. I'm like looking at my phone. I don't know what I was doing on my phone, but I was on my phone. And so I'm just following her. I'm looking down and then we get into the bathroom and then I guess security saw us go into the bathroom and it was the men's bathroom. And I didn't know this, but apparently like if they see a woman in the men's bathroom, they think it's either like prostitution or you're dealing drugs.
Oh my God.
I don't think I can talk about this stuff on YouTube though. Anyways, they think you're doing illegal shit if you go in there. And I didn't even know because it was empty until the security guards came in and they were like, you need to leave right now. They're trying to kick me out of the strip club. And my drunk self, for some reason, when I figured out that it was a men's bathroom, I hate men's bathrooms. I used to work at Cactus Club. I used to work at the gym. I know how nasty men are in their bathrooms. Mm-hmm. I was just disgusted. Like I almost felt like yakking. So I wanted to wash my hands and they wouldn't let me wash my hands. They were trying to just kick me out. So I was fighting the security guard for like 15 minutes to be able to wash my hands. And eventually they broke. See, this is what I mean. I'm a really persistent person. If I get drunk and you tell me, I will persist. And anyways, I ended up getting my hands washed. I found out later they called the security guard to come and kick me out. They needed a female security guard because they didn't want to lay hands on me or whatever. They called a girl on our team. She was working as a bouncer across the street, Kelty. So Kelty gets a call about this like unhinged drunk lady. I wish eventually they let me wash my hands and I leave. But I almost wish that I would have stayed because the clout of a security guard walking in that knows me, I would have been like, that's right, I know everyone.
Yeah.
I would have ran with it.
I'm so dead.
But anyways, that's why I don't drink too much because
I've gotten in a fight with a security guard before.
Yeah.
A man.
Oh, really?
A fist fight.
A fist fight.
Yeah.
Little Wiz.
Yes, dude.
What happened?
Okay, so one of my my best friend Kenzie, I've talked about her a thousand times on this podcast. She actually lived in BC at the time, and she was visiting for Thanksgiving. And backstory: Kenzie never drinks, wants to go out, doesn't like. She's not like the let's go out friend, right? Not at all. But something came over her, and she was just like, I want to go out tonight, and I just so happened to actually not want to go out that night. This was still in my bar star days. And for some reason, there was just like this weekend where I was just like, oh, I'll chill at home. And then Kenzie comes out of the woodwork saying she wants to go out. And I'm like, okay, I have to. Like,
when that friend says they want to go out, you have to.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we call up another friend of ours, and the three of us are going out or whatever. We went to a bar, and then Kenzie wanted to like kind of bar hop, so she wanted to go to another bar. And this was like a club now, so we went from like a bar to like a nightclub. Okay, so we're there, and we weren't there for very long, and then we kind of left, right? So we're in the car, and Kenzie's like, "Oh, I forgot my wallet, or I lost my wallet in that club." And we were like, shoot. So we obviously have to go back for her wallet, A, because, you know, it's her wallet, and B, because she literally has a flight the next morning. And like, if she doesn't have her ID, like she's hooped.
Yeah.
So we go back to the bar, and we go to the bouncer, and we're just like, hi, we were just here. I know they remember us too, because I was kind of like, I know that they recognize me because again, I was a bar star.
Yeah.
And maybe they didn't recognize Kenzie, but I walked up there and I was just like, she lost her wallet. Can we just go in and look for it? And they're just like, well, you can, but she can't because she doesn't have her ID because her ID was in her wallet.
Oh my God.
And I was like, okay, so whatever. I go in, I go to the bar, and I'm like, hey, there was a wallet that was stolen. It looks like this, or lost, sorry. And they were just like, oh, you might want to check the DJ booth or whatever. So I go up to the DJ booth, and I talk to the DJ, and I'm just like, hey, do you have a wallet that looks like this or whatever? And he's just like, yep, I have it. Just give me 1 second. So he like leaves, right? And I'm just like standing in the DJ booth, and it's kind of like higher up or whatever. And I'm just like waiting, and there was this bouncer, and I'm not sure if he like just misunderstood the interaction that we had, but maybe he thought I was like bothering the DJ or something like that. But the DJ was super nice to me. He was like, oh yeah, like I'm sure he recognized me too, like fuck, like for real. And he was just like, let me just go grab it for you. So he like leaves or whatever. The bouncer comes up to me, and he's just like, you need to leave. And I was just like, I'm waiting for like him to grab a wallet for me or whatever. And he's just like, no, you need to leave or whatever.
Why?
And so I was like, okay. So I like kind of like it doesn't take much to leave. I just like fucking like stepped out a little bit.
Yeah.
So the DJ comes back with the wallet, and he's just like, here, I have your wallet, but the person actually whose wallet it is has to come get it. I can't just release it to you.
What?
And I was like, okay, so here's the problem.
Yeah.
She's here, but they won't let her in because she doesn't have this wallet that's in your hand.
Yeah.
And he was just like, well, I don't know what to do. Sorry. Like, she's just going to have to come in. So I'm like texting Kenzie, and I'm being like, bro, I don't know what to do. They won't let me grab your wallet, and they also won't let you in to grab your wallet.
But why wouldn't he just walk out? Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm not sure why this was like such a runaround. But I don't. So long story short, I look up, and all of a sudden I see Kenzie with her wallet. So somebody must have just like given it to her. Like, but before I saw Kenzie, the bouncer was truly pissing me off. Like, I'm really like accelerating this story, but the bouncer was like really fucking rude to me. And I was like, hey, Wiza, like just like relax, like focus on the matter at hand. Like wait until Kenzie at least gets her wallet, because again, a wallet, that's the most important thing right now. She has a flight. And then you can like pop off, right? So the minute I saw Kenzie with that wallet, it was like, Like I saw that the deed was done and I was like, okay, bet. So I turned around. Now, I don't condone my behavior.
Oh, we're in the gutters right now.
Yeah. Again, this is like freaking 7 years ago, okay? This is when I still lived in Lethbridge, Alberta, by the way. And I like swung at the bouncer. And the bouncer
Okay, you were probably like reaching up. Like,
and then the bouncer kicked my fucking ass. He literally like had me like, he was like dragging me. He was like pushing me down the steps. I'm not kidding. There was like a bunch of people being like, is this little girl okay?
Yeah.
Like this huge ass bouncer was like mollywopping me through this club.
God.
And then he like threw me out of like the doors or whatever. And these guys like came up to me and they were just, oh my, are you okay? And stuff like that. And I was like, yep.
You're like, I only feel alcohol right now.
But like, yeah. So then I was banned from that club forever. That was honestly probably the last of my bar star days.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, you remember how I was saying like I didn't feel like going out that night and Kenzie did? Yeah. I think that was the beginning of my like being over going out and stuff like that. So luckily I didn't even care that I was banned for life from that bar because I never tried going there again. It was trash.
Well, you know how some people like get drunk, they have like these crazy like belligerent nights and then they just like wake up the next morning and they're over it. Yeah. Like I will hold on to that trauma and like cringe at myself for the rest of my life. How do you just let it go?
Yeah, no, I do not miss hangovers full of anxiety.
I feel like we really outed ourselves on this one.
I know.
We are on to better things now.
No, truly. And like, honestly, like this is episode 7. We're ready to get vulnerable with you guys. Yeah, that was the messiest I've ever been.
No, I hear you. Yeah, me too. I mean, I tell people I've been to a strip club once in my life and only for like a minute and then I got kicked out. So it's a good story. These times make for good stories.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what? We're not like that anymore. So it's like, whatever.
No regrets.
Oh, that was a good round.
Lots of regrets.
I don't know what it is, but I'm having such a hard time fulfilling my TV needs lately. Like every single time, I usually have like a show per night. I don't know what it is with the TV universe, but like I feel like I pretty much exclusively watch like trash reality television. And there was a moment where there was like 17 shows on at a time, like to the point where like every night I had like 2 shows that I could watch if I chose. And now there's nothing to watch. I asked ChatGPT, I was like, hi, I like trash reality TV. These are some of my like favorite shows. Is there anything new on TV that I can watch? And it gave me a list and I've watched them all. I'm dry.
Oh my God. You got to go way back.
Like to what though?
I mean, I have like randomly been watching episodes of My 600-Pound Life. And this is so, I don't know if this is like bad or not, but like when I see these like 600-pound people like eating a chocolate bar and they're like, it makes me feel like eating it.
Why is that weird?
Is that weird?
Every time I see, if somebody came in here with a chocolate bar right now, I'd want a chocolate bar.
Okay, so that's just, okay, this was weird.
Like, what's the difference? Because they're big, you shouldn't want it?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, maybe I should like feel like I should eat healthy so I don't end up like this. But like, I watch them eat chocolate, pizza, burgers, and I'm like, now I really want chocolate pizza and burgers.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never watched an episode of that show.
You should.
I don't think that's not the reality that I'm getting at.
It's not the reality TV that you like.
Yeah.
Bridgerton.
You'll never, ever, ever,
I'm
ever
just
get
saying
there
you have
with me.
nothing to watch. Bridgerton's an option.
Honestly, it might be getting there. Scripted TV, here I come.
Yeah.
Like, there's really only so much reality TV you could produce, I'm realizing.
It's true.
Like everything that comes out is pretty much a rendition of like already something that's been done.
Yeah.
I'm bored.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening to our podcast. We will be back with you in 2 weeks where we will maybe hopefully be in a more positive headspace.
Stuff will be better.
May will bring prosperity.
Yes.
We'll catch you next time on 2 Keys and a Podcast. Love ya. Follow my new Instagram.